beauties, welcome back. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you my highlighter collection. If that's your vibe, please subscribe and help your girl out. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, por favor. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna dive in. Highlighter collection. I don't want to say that it's one of my biggest collections. I have about 30 in front of me, including highlighter palettes, but it's not including any other highlights that are like in face palettes or in eyeshadow palettes that I use. Like I use certain eyeshadows as a highlighter, so I'm not gonna include that. These are just highlighter palettes, and then most of them are singles. Some of them I'll give you a short quick backstory, others I'm just gonna breeze right through. I'm not gonna have this video be too long for you guys because I don't know if you guys like long videos. Some people like long, some people like short. I'm just gonna get into it. So the first one that I'm gonna share and just get it out the way is this glow oil by Soul Body by Colourpop. This is one of their sister brands. They do a lot of like body shimmers and stuff like that. I have not used this yet. I tested out on my hand and that is about it. So we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm just gonna share with you the 3 single Super Shock highlighters that I have by them. These are so good, you guys. I have Flexitarian, Guilty Pleasure, and Blow Me Out. I have to say, Blow Me Out is one of my favorites. Their formula is insane. I don't use a brush on this because it's like a putty type of formula. I use my finger and it goes on so effortlessly and so beautiful. I absolutely love these. And then I want to say Flexitarian is one of their most reflective highlighters like on this damn planet. It is insane. You don't need much. It is super duper reflective. I feel like this could be a dupe for the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. I think it's called Extra, which is like that very, very reflective to the gods of highlight, like just super out there. I'm pretty sure that was the first one that sold out really quickly when she dropped her highlighters. That one really like reminds me of that, so I love that one. It's just really, really reflective. When I really, really want to beam, I use this one, and another one by Juvia's Place. Flexitarian is just like super reflective. If you want that intense, high intense reflectiveness, you want to check out Flexitarian. It's one of their best sellers. So speaking of super high intense highlighters, this one, the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place, is another favorite of mine. This formula is insane, you guys. As you can see, it is super reflective as well. It has a slight hint of like a bronzy gold undertone to it. It is the bottom one right here. See how it's just gorgeous. The highlighter by Colourpop Flexitarian will run you, I think, between $6 or $8, and this one I believe is $12. And you can get this at Ulta too. Ulta has this if you're interested in a reflective highlight. This was my very first melted metallic bronze highlight by a drugstore company, Maybelline, which turned out to be one of my favorite drugstore brands throughout the couple of years that I've been into makeup. This was my very first highlighter that I bought drugstore wise, and this one is like the Molten Rose Gold. This is like one of my holy grails. As you can see, it is super loved, super dirty. I'm trying to hit pan on it, but I know it's gonna take a while. The way this just reflects off of my skin tone, you guys, I absolutely love it. I use this one a lot. It is one of my favorites. I have like a little sentimental thing with it because it was my first drugstore one that I fell in love with. So that one is by Maybelline. Now my first high-end and the first time I really ever even noticed the brand Becca was because of Jaclyn Hill and their collaboration with Champagne Pop. This was my first, I guess you want to say, most expensive highlight at the time. I paid full price for this and I was all about it. I still am. I have a little dent in it because I do use it a lot for my inner corners, but this is also just one of their best highlighters ever. The formula was on point. It's just beautiful. I love it. And of course, this one has a little bit of a sentimental value to me as well, because I believe it was also something for the very first time that I bought that a brand did a collaboration with an influencer, and for an influencer to influence me to buy this, yeah, So I have a little sentimental, you know, story behind this one as well. So that's Champagne Pop by Becca. I'm gonna get through these really quickly because they're by Jaclyn Hill. These are her highlighters. I have 3 of them. I did not get the most darkest one. Obviously, I didn't get the most brightest one, which is the one I mentioned before, extra, but that's okay because Flexitarian and the Tribe 3 by Juvia's Place is very similar to it and a lot more affordable. Speaking of affordable, this was when I was spending a lot of money on makeup. These were, I believe, 18 a piece. I think I got them on sale, but I got Amped, Balm, and High Vault. So I got these 3 by Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. And I'll be honest with you, I think I only have opened one. This one is sealed, so we're gonna move along. Sealed. The only one I do have opened is Balm, because I've used this one. But I literally just bought, because you know Jaclyn Hill is one of my favorite influencers. These highlighters are insane, you guys. I love the packaging, and I basically bought them for collection-wise, and I have them displayed on my wall. I just literally took them down for this video to share it with you guys. The next one we have is Cover FX. This was on sale. I don't remember the original price, but this one is 3 highlighters in one, and is Rose Gold, Celestial, and Moonlight. This one hasn't even been opened. I bought it on sale because it was on sale, and I was like, ooh, 3 in 1, sure, why not? None of this has been opened or used, you guys. It's still completely sealed. I do have a highlight by Sol. I bought this one because I really loved the pan, but this is called a Warm Gold, and I have used it a little bit. Comes with a mirror. I really bought this for the packaging, you guys. I just thought it was an amazing compact. The mirror is great. I use these for tutorials on my videos too. So moving along, the next one is Gamma Ray, and it is the KVD Metal Crush highlighter in a stick. I do not like this. I tried it. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I was excited to get it in a BoxyCharm at the time, but after obviously using it, it wasn't my thing. So moving along, the next one is Wet n Wild Moon Tears. This was one of their most loved highlights that they brought out, you guys. It is so bomb, so reflective. This was one of the most hyped up highlighters maybe like a year and a half ago. It is another very amazing, super reflective highlight. Unfortunately, this was a limited edition, and I don't think you can get it on the site. I found this at Walgreens, and it was like $4, something like that. I absolutely love this. Great formula. It has the skull on it. That's what it looks like. And it was part of like that skull collection that came out with like the eyeshadow and the stick, and everything had a skull on it. But super bomb formula, you guys. Absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I got this in my collection. Next one is by MAC. This is Silver Dust. I like the packaging in this. I believe I got this on sale through Ulta. It literally looks like pixie dust. It's super pretty. I don't wear it often. It is a little bit on super shimmery side, but it doesn't last long. So I guess that's probably why I don't use it much. It just doesn't tend to last long. And then you just have a bunch of like little glitter particles all over your face. Maybe this is just one for like a very light all over the face kind of shimmer thing, for like a healthy natural glow. Maybe I'll use it like that. But yeah, I don't use this often, but when I do, it gives me like this little fairy pixie dust type of vibe. Next one I have is Capri by Nars. I love their matte soft touch packaging on this. I've used this a couple of times, but it's just been sitting in one of my makeup holders. So I don't know how to feel about this because it's super light. It doesn't stay long. It's right there. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it still. After using it so many times, sometimes it'd be like that. Moving on. My next 3 is by KKW. I got one of them in the wedding bundle, and then her very first Bible bundle, and then one in, it was like the snake packaging that they bought out with Ulta, and it was just the lipstick and the highlighter. So I have 3 of them. You know that I love me some KKW. I've got Tempting. I love their packaging. She keeps it cohesive with the packaging. Really nice formula. Some of them are very natural and you can build them up. The next one is Glitz and Glam. This is one of my faves. I use this a lot. It's just got like a very beautiful gold undertone. And then this one is Forever in that frosted packaging that I love. This one was from her wedding anniversary bundle. And this one is also gorgeous. It's a little less gold, but it's absolutely beautiful, especially on the side, on your upper cheekbones. Oh, it's gorgeous, you guys. I love that one. The next one, I literally bought it because of Erica Jane, another person who influenced me on buying this, because it was a collaboration with her. And Erica Jane, if you don't know, is a housewife of Beverly Hills. She also opened Chicago on Broadway. Collaboration with her and Too Faced. It's got the money sign on it. It's like a two-tone highlight. I don't use this often because I literally bought it because it was a collaboration with her. I have the lip and the lip liner and lip gloss bundle as well, but I have it on display, and I also have the palette that I use once in a while. The next one is the Milk Makeup Quad in the frosted packaging. This is really old, you guys. I literally got this the first year that I was collecting makeup or started to collect makeup. These are the 4 shades. You might not be able to see it, but this one is like blue. This one is peach. This one is like a pink peach with shimmer in it. This one is like a holographic. And then so is the white one. Like, you think it's gonna be super like reflective, but it's really not. It's on the soft side, and then it has like a pinky holographic undertone to it. See that? Yeah, on the top. I have another sentimental value to this one because it was, I believe, my first item that I ever bought from Milk. So I'm just kind of like keeping it for like keepsake. Yeah, and it's a holographic powder quad. The entire quad is called Space Jam. It doesn't, each highlighter doesn't have a different name. It's just the whole highlight palette is called Space Jam. Now this one I bought it because it's Kevyn Aquan. I found it for $19 at TJ Maxx, and it's literally another collector's item for me. I used it a couple of times, but it only gives you like this natural glow. It's not reflective at all, and it tends to fade away very quickly, but the packaging is gorgeous. It's Kevyn Aquan. These run, I think, for about $40. You can see I've used it a couple of times. The mirror is dirty, but this is what it looks like, and it has kind of like an ombre effect. So I basically bought it because of the packaging and the name, and it comes in this little velvet thing and in a gold box. Next one is one of my favorite high-end makeup brands that is kind of designer that crossed into makeup. I love his stuff. I love his aesthetic. I love the packaging of his makeup. The makeup is great. His eyeliners, his highliner eyeliners are my, like, literally my favorite high-end eyeliners because they do not budge, smudge once you put it on and set it. It's done. It's good for the day. I got this on sale. The packaging I live and die and breathe for. It's beautiful. It's got the red part here. I bought this on sale through Sephora, and it's called Jet Girl, and it is the Omega highlighter. It looks like this. The big mirror. Just beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love this. I used it a couple of times. The imprint on it is still perfect, but I literally use it when I'm going out because it's high end, and it was like my first time just getting a little bougie for myself, and I couldn't help with the packaging. The packaging is gorgeous, and these run for about $50, and I got it for half the price. So the next one is the Glow Gleam Beam by e.l.f. I got this on sale. I'm not a fan, you guys. Like, they're super powdery. I do like, where was it? I do like this one, and was it, I don't remember. I think it was this one. But like, this one has sparkle. It doesn't come off at all. Like, it's not that great. And you put it on and it's just like, you can hardly see it. But I was like, you know what, I'm trying out e.l.f. stuffs again. It really, sometimes for me, it's like hit or miss with e.l.f. Some of their stuff, like the little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, chef's kiss, bombdiggity.com, so good. But this just, it didn't work for me. The next one I have is the Urban Decay in collaboration with Kristen Leanne. This came out way back when. Was so in love with this highlighter. I don't know why I stopped using it, you guys. I used them all together. I used them single. I mix match them. So use this a lot. I need to use it again. As you can see, it is like a little dingy because it was loved, and I need a freaking love on it again. So I have that one. I really like the packaging on that one too. My Smashbox highlighter. I haven't used this, you guys. I literally use this for swatches, and that's it. I need to get into it. So I have two highlights by Ofra. New packaging, old packaging. I've had this one longer. I just got this one by a friend. A friend gave this to me. I believe these are both in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials. This one definitely. This one is Glow Goals, and then this one is Rodeo Drive. Maybe not this one, but definitely this one because her name is on this one. But this one is new. This was just given to me. I need to try that out. And then this one I've used a couple of times. As you can see, it has like some, it's been used. So I really love Ofra's imprints and their formula. Their formula is like amazing, super like buttery, soft, reflective. I have a lot of like gold toned highlights. That's it right there. It's super beautiful. All right, you guys, coming down to the end. So we're going to talk about my 4 highlighter palettes. The first one is by Colourpop, the Innuendo. If you don't have this, you need this. This is literally the perfect highlighter palette to travel with. You don't need anything else. It is just gorgeous. It gives you all your tones, all your different types of reflections that you need. Rose gold, bronze, silver, reflection, like white reflective one. I love this palette. I don't use it as much as I would like to because I try to use all my highlighters. Like, this is just way too much for one person to have, you guys. It's crazy. But I do use my highlighters, and some of them, as I've mentioned, I don't because they're collector's items for me personally, and I put them on display. I want to say my favorite ones are Glad You Came and Fine Line, which is the 2 outer ones. Right? These 2. At least you could see them like that. But this is a great formula. This was their highlight palette. All right, you guys, so my card got full. So I had to erase some stuff that's already on my channel. But yeah, I'm gonna check to see if this one is still available. I don't know where it cut me off, but Innuendo, definitely a highlight palette that you need in your collection. Next one I got in the Huda Beauty mystery bag is my first highlight by Huda Beauty. If you haven't seen that one, I'll link it up above. I did that one sometime last year, I believe. This is very unique, very different. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used this, but I'm definitely going to use these as eyeshadows because some of these are a bit too much for highlights, even though I like a very unique highlight. So I'm definitely going to use Malibu and probably Copacabana as highlight and the other 2 as eyeshadow in a corner type thing. I'm excited to try this. I haven't tried it yet, so moving on. And then this one, I have a little backstory to it. This was my first high-end highlight palette that I got from Ulta. I was very into Anastasia Beverly Hills when I first found out about prestigious brands and high-end brands. This is the Aurora Glow Kit highlighter palette, and I loved on this so much, you guys. So much. Some of these are very unique colors, but they're more on the holographic side than the more intense side, like the Huda Beauty. As you can see, I was all about Lyra or Lyra. Luna is very much loved. Eclipse, like I pretty much used all of them. As you can see right there, they're pretty much like, yeah. That's my little backstory on this one. I still have it. I still use it from time to time. Just one person cannot get through all this highlight. This is bad, you guys, but I love it. And this is why I'm not buying highlighter this year, and I've been doing good because I haven't bought any highlighters with the exception of the milk one that I showed you and Cookie by Benefits, but I don't even know if I'm gonna buy those this year. Let's be real. Sentimental value, you guys. I'm gonna be keeping this one for life. So on to my last one. I got this in, you guys probably already know it. I got this one in my mystery box, my last mystery box that I did. Thank you guys so much for all the love on that video. But this one is the Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro palette. I've swatched it a couple of times. I have not used it. Very unique colors in here. I don't know if I'm just gonna keep this as like a collector's edition, you know, a collector's thing, or if I'm actually gonna use it. Like Lavender, Snow, and Glacier are very, very unique colors. That Glacier is like super duper like chrome silver type of highlighter. Is just like insane, and the lavender one is very, very unique. That's very pretty. So yeah, you guys, that is my highlighter collection. That was my last highlight palette. I think we have over 30 of them here, something like that. I know you guys had wanted to see some collections on my channel, so I will try to do like an eyeshadow one. That one is gonna be long. Let me know if you want it, if you want a long one on that one, or I could just break it up into parts. It's not a big deal, whatever you guys want. So yeah, you guys, that is it. That's my highlight collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have similar ones, leave me comments down below and let me know which ones are your favorites. If you have the same ones, what are your thoughts on some of these? and like my little backstories. I want to know what's, you know, your opinions and stuff like that. So I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying healthy, stay safe. I will see you guys in a couple of days. Please be kind to one another. I love you. Bye.